Hey guys, welcome to my video. For today's tutorial, I will be teaching you how to make the falling leaves stitch. To begin, all you're going to need is some yarn and a crochet hook. For this tutorial, you will need to know how to make chains, the single crochet stitch, the double crochet stitch, and be familiar with the front post double crochet stitch. I have videos on all of those and I will have them listed down below. Starting from the very beginning making chains, you're going to make chains in the multiple of 4 plus 2. I have already made 26 chains on my hook. To start row 1, make 1 single crochet into the second chain from your hook. Now you will make 1 single crochet into each chain across. So that's 1 single crochet into the second chain from your hook, and then 1 single crochet into each chain across for row 1. To start row 2, make 1 chain. For row 2, we're simply going to make 1 single crochet into each stitch across. So for row 2, that's going to be 1 chain and then 1 single crochet into each stitch across. To start row 3, make 2 chains. These 2 chains are going to count as a double crochet, so we're going to skip over the first stitch since this is technically going to be our double crochet stitch. Into the next stitch, make a double crochet. Now we're ready to make our first falling leaf stitch. Yarn over your hook 1 time. We're essentially going to be making a front post stitch over the single crochet 2 rows down. So around the post of this stitch, that single crochet 2 rows down. Insert your hook around that stitch, grab that yarn you're working with and pull it through, pulling up a loop. And you're going to do that 1 more time. Yarn over. Insert your hook around that stitch again, grab that yarn you're working with, pull it around, pulling up a loop. You should have 5 loops. Yarn over, take that through 4 loops only. That's going to leave you with 2. Yarn over, take that yarn through the last 2 to complete that falling leaf stitch. Now you're going to skip the next stitch, and that's technically going to be right here next to it, kind of like behind it. It's kind of going to be hiding a little bit. Skip that one. Into each of the next 3 stitches, make 1 double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to be starting our sequence from this falling leaf stitch again. Yarn over your hook 1 time. Insert your hook around this single crochet 2 rows down. Grab that yarn you're working with, pull it around that stitch. Yarn over your hook, go through or around that stitch 1 more time. Grab that yarn, pull it around. Yarn over your hook 1 time. Take that yarn through 4 loops only. You're going to have 2 left. Yarn over, take that through those last 2. Skip this next stitch, it's hiding behind this stitch we just made. Into each of the next 3, make 1 double crochet. So now I'm going to start repeating this. I'm going to work a falling leaf stitch around this single crochet 2 rows down. Skip this next stitch behind that falling leaf stitch, work 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. I'm now ready to make my next falling leaf stitch. Skip this next stitch behind that one, this one right here, and each of the next 3 make 1 double crochet into that stitch. I'm ready to make my next falling leaf stitch. When you get to the end of your row, you're going to have 3 stitches left. Work 1 double crochet into each of those last 3 stitches to complete this row. And that's how row 3 is looking. To start row 4, make 1 chain. For row 4, we're simply going to make 1 single crochet into each stitch across. And that's how row 4 is looking. To start row 5, make 2 chains. These 2 chains are going to count as a double crochet, so we will be skipping this first stitch. Row 5 is going to be similar to row 3, where we made our falling leaf stitches and then 3 double crochet between. We are just going to be staggering this row with our previous row 3s. We're going to be working them in between our previous ones. And I did want to say, going forward, you're going to be repeating row 3 and 5 with some single crochet rows in between them. So when you start doing your falling leaf stitches going forward, they will be worked over previous double crochets, not singles. These first ones were just worked over singles because that's what we built up down here to get to our falling leaf stitches. But going forward, they will be worked over double crochets, and that's what we're going to be doing in this row, working over double crochets. So we're going to skip our first stitch. We're going to be working a falling leaf stitch over the stitch 2 rows down. So 1, 2 over this double crochet right here. Same thing, yarn over, take that hook around that double crochet stitch, grab that yarn, pull it around that stitch, yarn over again, do the same thing around that double crochet, yarn over, take that through 4 chains, yarn over, take that through 2 chains. And that's going to be that falling leaf stitch. Now you're going to make a double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. We're basically going to be working falling leaf stitches over the middle double crochet of any previous 3. So we have a falling leaf, 3 double crochet, falling leaf. We're going to be working the next one over this middle double crochet right here. So I'm going to make a falling leaf stitch over that double crochet. Now we're going to get back to our regular sequence. Work 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3, and that's going to line us up to do a falling leaf stitch over a previous middle double crochet of this set of 3. So I'm going to work a falling leaf around this stitch. One double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3, falling leaf stitch over the stitch, the double crochet 2 rows down, so this one right here. One double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. One falling leaf stitch over the stitch 2 rows down. One double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. One falling leaf stitch on the double crochet 2 rows down. You can see this is a set of 3 right here, so it's still going to be that middle double crochet. And then when you reach the last stitch of this row, work 1 double crochet into that last stitch to complete row 5. And that's how row 5 is looking. You would now repeat rows 2, 3, 4, and 5 in order for however long you want your project. And that is going to be how to make the falling leaves stitch. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more from me. You can follow me on all social media at crochetmelovely, all one word. Please leave any feedback down below for future videos and tutorials that you would like to see. Thank you guys so much for being here and have a great day.